Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. In today's video, I am going to be telling you about 10 affordable beauty products from Amazon that I feel every beauty lover should know about and add to their Amazon cart immediately. Some of these products I've been using for a while, but some of them are new to me and have recently become some top tier favorites, meaning I reach for these products over my high-end options. All right, I'm starting off strong with this lip combo. This, in my opinion, is the perfect glossy, long-lasting, rosy nude. I've worn this combo before. I've talked about this combo before. Whenever I wear this lip combo out in public, I am inevitably stopped by at least one person asking me what it is. And this would be the combo. All three are from the Korean brand Peripera, whom I want to thank for sponsoring today's video. I start off with Peripera's Ink the Velvet Lip Liner in shade 01 Rosy Nude, which complements the rosy nude lip tint perfectly. As you can see here, the lip liner goes on so easily. It's very, very creamy. It allows you to easily blend out the edges if you want to fill in your lips with a little bit of liner first, but it's not really necessary to get that longevity because the lip tint is really, really long wearing. You want to apply the lip tint, which by the way is also in the shade Rosy Nude, to exfoliated and dry lips. It has a velvety and buttery texture that is so comfortable on your lips. I like to pat it in with my finger so that the result is just soft and pillowy. And this shade Rosy Nude looks so good on all skin tones. There is a reason that this product has over 26,000 positive reviews on Amazon, and they sell 15 bottles of this every minute. And the intensity of the Ink Velvet in Rosy Nude is entirely adjustable. What you want to do is apply the product, leave it on for about 30 seconds, then wipe off the excess, and then go in with a second layer. Not only will this deepen the color, it will also provide even longer wear. Now, I personally think the lip liner and the lip ink look beautiful just on their own. However, you all know, well, most of you know, that while I do love a matte blotted lip on occasion, more often than not, I will top a lip combo with a gloss. It's called the Ink Lasting Lip Gloss, and the shade I'm wearing in the gloss is 03 Chilling Rosy. And something I've mentioned in my videos before with other lip glosses that are really, really shiny, that thankfully does not happen with the Peripera, is migrating outside of my lip lines. I do have that problem with a lot of other brands' glossy lip glosses, but I do not have that problem with the Peripera gloss. It stays within the confines of my lips. It doesn't end up here or here or here or anywhere. And the color is just so stunning. You can just wear the lip pencil with the gloss if you want, but I truly love for long lasting wear to use the trio of the lip liner, the lip ink, and the lip gloss, all in Rosy Nude. This is such a perfect combo. Everyone needs to own this. Okay, now that everybody knows what this beautiful lip combo is, let's talk about some of the other must-haves I'm currently wearing. First up is the Thank Me Later Mattifying and Pore Minimizing Face Primer by Elizabeth Mott. All I can say is, wow. The first time I used this, I was so impressed by how it miraculously made my pores disappear. Now, I've applied primers in the past that have done that. When I applied them, the pores just seemed to disappear. But then after I applied my makeup and maybe like a half an hour later, the pores were front and center again. The pore minimizing was not a long-lasting effect. However, with this one, not only is the effect long-lasting, but my makeup goes on so nicely over this, and this primer keeps me more matte than some of my $30, $40, and $50 primers. This primer has quickly become the one I reach for over all of those other primers. It is so good, and in my opinion, a must-have if you have oily skin and or large pores. Okay, now we've got to talk about this contour product. I purchased this on a whim. It's $6 or $7 on Amazon. It had good reviews, so I thought, why not? I'll try it. And this is also another product that has moved up the ranks to knock out my high-end contour products, like the ones I have from Rare Beauty, like the one I have from Westman Atelier, like the one I have from Charlotte Tilbury. This is my new go-to. I love the applicator. Look how blendable this is. Look how easily that just blended out into my skin. And the color couldn't be more perfect. It's not too red, it's not too gray, and the shade I use is light medium. $8, my friends, that's all. $8. Unless Amazon decides to go and change the price, which they do sometimes. Speaking of products that blend beautifully on the skin, that are long lasting, that are just so fantastic for the price, this liquid blush that I know looks like another brand's very, very popular liquid blush, but let me tell you, I actually like this one more. And the reason why I prefer this one is because while it's pigmented, it's not as pigmented as the higher end version. Now, some of you might be thinking, isn't more pigmented better? Not always. I find a lot of people have trouble with that high-end version because it is so pigmented. Even if you use just the tiniest amount, you can go what I call 0 to clown cheeks very, very quickly. And it is a little bit more difficult to tone down a liquid blush, especially one that is so intense, versus trying to tone down a powder blush. What I'm trying to say is if you have attempted to use the higher end version and it was just too intense for you, you just don't love it, or you just don't want to spend that kind of money, although one bottle of both versions will probably last you a lifetime. But for $5, this buildable liquid blush cannot be beat. And this is shade number 2. Okay, we need to talk about this $9 12-piece eye makeup brush set. If you are on a really tight budget, or even if you're not, and you're just looking for some really, really good, affordable eye makeup brushes, please try these. I tried them because people are often leaving me comments asking what affordable makeup brushes I recommend. And even if I find a makeup brush that might be $8 or $10, by the time you buy the 4 or 5 that you need, you're spending $40, $50, $60. Now, I've always said that good makeup brushes are a good investment. They are going to last you a really, really long time if they are indeed high quality and worth their price tag. However, I am aware that not everyone can invest in $40, $50, $60 worth of brushes. So I was interested in seeing if any of these really, really affordable sets on Amazon were actually any good. And my mind was blown. I am going to be reaching for these, no joke, I'm going to be reaching for these over some of my other high-end brushes because I just like the shape. I like how they feel on my lids. I used this one to blend out my concealer today. I used this one for my crease. I love this small one for pressing in a darker color on the outer corners of my lids. I have done several videos, and by several I mean many videos on eye makeup for hooded eyes like mine. And one of the things I mention in all of those videos is the fact that it's better to use smaller brushes when you have hooded eyes because you do need to be a little bit more precise with your placement, especially if you have mature hooded eyes. So these are perfect. This is the perfect set for someone with any eye shape really, but especially hooded eyes. Now, I have to be honest with you, I have not washed these multiple times yet, so I can't say for certain how they are going to hold up over time, but as of right now, I'm going to recommend them. I think they're really great, and maybe they won't last you 5-10 years. Even if you had to buy a new set every year, I still think it's worth it. Okay, next up we have these individual lashes. I do love a strip lash. I mean, I have my own lashes that I designed with BK Beauty, my own strip lashes. I love a corner lash, but sometimes I like to use an individual lash. I like to just pop a couple little individuals on the outer corner of my eye, or sometimes I like to just sort of play around and put different lengths all around the eye just to customize the look and see what might be more flattering. And I used to buy these really expensive individuals from Swede Lashes. They're called the No Lash Lash. What you're seeing here is just some dried up glue. But I found them to be so delicate, so delicate, that I would break almost every other one that I would try to lift off the tray. And it was so frustrating to me because I loved them. I loved the way they looked, but they were so pricey and I was ruining half of them. I actually reached out to a couple of makeup artists that I know use these and said, what's the trick? I'm using a tweezers like I do with any other individual lash, and it's just not working. And then one day I was just browsing Amazon and I came across these, decided to give them a try because it was like $8 or $9 for this whole tray, and I immediately fell in love. These are so good. They're so affordable. As you can see here, I'm just putting a couple of them on the outer corners of my eyes for some lift. They are so natural looking, you don't even feel them when they're on. And I have them in a couple different sizes. I've got the 10 to 14 millimeter mixed and the 8 to 12 millimeter mix. How many of you have washcloths that look like this? They're white, or they used to be white, but now they're just sort of dull and dingy. I use bleach, but they still don't come out white anymore. I will use a cleansing balm to take off my makeup. I'll use my fingers to kind of get all the foundation and blush and eyeliner and mascara off. And then I'll take a washcloth, I'll wet it, and I will wipe everything off. And then I toss it in the laundry basket. And then after a few days, I take all of the washcloths and I wash them, and I will put some bleach in, and I will do all the tips and tricks that I've heard about to get these whiter, and they just do not stay white. Well, recently I was watching TikTok. I was scrolling through TikTok and I came across this influencer who was talking about these. These are from the Clean Skin Club. They are clean towels, 50 count of disposable, biodegradable washcloths. When I tell you my eyes and ears perked up so fast, I was on Amazon adding these to my cart within 10 seconds. So let's talk about these. I have to read you something. This is on the Clean Skin Club website, but again, I got mine on Amazon. It says here, in unpublished research done by microbiologist Dr. Charles Gerba at the University of Arizona, he found that 90% of towels in his studies were contaminated with coliform bacteria and 14% contaminated with E. coli. Given the nature of a towel's composition and the environment they spend the most time in, i.e. your bathroom, they create an excellent breeding ground for bacteria to multiply. Only 2 days after starting his study, Gerba found the bacteria count exploded exponentially. And then when it comes to washing these towels, here's what it says about that. It says, the problem is, whether you just washed your towel or it's been sitting in your bathroom for a few days, towels can harbor a lot of bacteria and build up from dead skin, detergents, and makeup. Unfortunately, even with the help of detergents and hot water, your washing machine does not eradicate these particles. Consequently, your towel is never fully clean and can easily cause or worsen acne. This is why the clean towels are dermatologist tested, approved, and recommended. And the best part is they are biodegradable. We've all heard about pre-moistened makeup cleansing wipes and how bad they are for the environment. This is a USDA certified bio-based product. It's been tested for harmful substances. I'm not gonna lie, I'm obsessed with these. And lastly, I'm going to be talking about something that might seem a little silly, might look a little silly, but I've got to tell you, I love this little purchase and I'm not going to stop recommending it to people. It's this little hair scrubber, scalp massager that I paid I think $7 or $8 for. I spoke about this recently in a video, which was my hair video where I talked about the things I've been doing to help grow longer, fuller, healthier hair. And one of the things I mentioned, one of the tips, was to use a scalp massager. I always knew that scalp health was important to hair growth, but I didn't realize just how much simply unclogging the follicles or getting the blood to circulate a little bit more, I didn't realize how much that impacted your hair growth. I knew it did impact hair growth, but I didn't realize just how much. Not only that, I didn't realize how good this would feel to take this massager when I have my shampoo in my head and just sort of go like this. It just feels so nice on my head. I love this little thing. So I highly, highly recommend adding one of these to your shower if you don't already have one. I know I was really late to the party. I'm sure a lot of people have been using these forever. I don't know, I just recently started seeing more people talking about these and using these, so I just hopped on the bandwagon and I'm really glad I did. So there they are, 10 beauty products from Amazon that you simply needed to know about. Of course, I will have all of the products listed and linked down below in the description box of this video. If you are on your mobile phone, you just have to hit more, which is next to the title, and then it will drop down that description box for you with those easy access links. If you did enjoy this video, I really appreciate you giving it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will consider hitting that subscribe button and joining the Risa Does Makeup family. I do upload new videos at least twice per week. You can also find more content from me over on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook under the same username, Risa Does Makeup. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video.